welcome back to a pretty cold Saturday morning in Tasmania. So I have everything now connected up, so I guess we better switch it on and get it all working. Okay, so let's switch it on, and it should home itself over into that back corner. So I'm just switching the machine on, but not the tube at this present time. That's nice and quiet. Perfect. Okay. I want to do a couple of little tests just to make sure everything's working sort of okay. So I'll fetch you in for a closer look at that. Okay, so using the keypad here, I just want to check to see whether all the soft limits and all the limit switches are working on the gantry. So we'll come all the way this way. And it stopped. Notice I didn't stop that, it stopped itself. That's what I'm looking for. That's one of the limit switches there. I don't know whether you can pick that up. Okay, so also, if you want to track over to the center of your bed, you can press two buttons together like that, and it'll track evenly over. Or evenly back. Okay, so this Ruida controller is the brand new controller of 2022. You'll notice it has the Z control actually built into the keypad now, so we'll see if that works. And of course it does. Very, very smoothly. We'll take it back down. So we know all that is working, all the sort of mechanics are working. Now the chiller and cooler doesn't come on until you switch the laser tube on, which is a separate switch down on the panel down here. We'll turn that on. There'll be an alarm, or there should be an alarm saying that it's checking itself and it's going to be switched on. Okay, it's all started up. I'll just take you around the back. So you just hear the refrigeration unit turn on and turn back off. Okay, so yeah, this is reading 15 degrees, which is pretty fine. I still need to do a little bit of tidying up around here, but you know, we haven't really finished installing this yet. So before I actually fire the laser tube just to check it, there's another system on here. I just want to check, make sure it's working. Sure it is, but I'll check it anyway and show you how to use it. Now you'll notice there's a sensor here. It's an infrared sensor, and here, or IR sensor. So there's a beam running between there, and what that is the focusing mechanism for this machine. So although you may be cutting or working somewhere else on the table, you just put your material, whatever it is, in between those beams to get the correct focus for that material. So then after it's focused, you can move it anywhere on the bed, because the bed is perfectly in line and level with the nozzle and the beam. Okay, so you're just going to make sure that your material is placed between these two IR sensors, and I'll show you in the reader controller what to do. So quite simply, you press menu and autofocus is already highlighted. So having our material placed it between that beam, and you must ensure that it is between that beam, you just now press enter. And that now is, now you can either use this gauge this way around, but this is already the correct height or thickness for that focus to be. So I always use it on the flat. This is correct for the standard 2-inch lens. So that's how to simply use the autofocus. Okay, so this time we're going to use it for real. This is just a piece of MDF. So we're going to put it here, and we're just going to use it just to see if the laser is actually firing. Just a note here: the IR does not see acrylic plastic, clear acrylic plastic. So you have to put some white tape or a bit of Sharpie or something on the edge so the IR sensor can pick it up. Just keep that in mind, otherwise you can end up driving this into the table or your piece of work. Okay, so let's menu, enter. And we'll bring the head over. Actually, we'll bring it over to the middle a bit. Okay. Okay, you'll see that in red here, maximum power is set at 20%. That means if you press the pulse button manually, the laser will fire at 20%, but only for the length of time that you press this pulse button. So I'll take you now over to the material, and we'll see if the laser fires. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And without realizing it, I just test another function, and it works. Of course, the laser will not fire until you put the lid down. On my other machine, it didn't have that at all. There was no safety, because it was a very much earlier model. I mean, it was I bought that 7 years ago. My, how things have progressed. And there's two sensors, one here, to sense that the door is actually closed. So I'll close the door and then we'll test it. Okay, this time she will fire. Is there any need to do any more? And of course that's without the evacuation system on. I'll put that on as well. Let me just move it to a new area. Look at that. So we know it fired. Oh, it went straight through. Even at 20%. My God. That's pretty damn good, actually. and we'll just do that one again. I'll just show you that. Now this is at 20%. Not even a second duration. And it's gone right through. Well, that's pretty... I can tell you now, my other one wouldn't do that at 20%. That's very good. That's a very, very good tube. Do you know, just those two little marks on this 1/8 inch MDF, well, it's MDF that's coated on one side, tells me an awful lot. First of all, I can tell that it's a 2-inch. I know it's a 2-inch lens in there. Incidentally, I also have a high definition lens, which I suspect is a 1.5 inch lens, and I also have a 4-inch lens, which is used for really solely for cutting. I'll go into all the different types of lenses and why you use different lenses in future videos, but this tells me that this is an exceptional machine. I do notice in some of the comments people saying, oh, but we thought you didn't like Chinese machines. I don't like about 95% of Chinese machines. All of the machines in my shop are pretty well from China. So you've got to know which are the good ones. Who's reliable? And over the last 40 years or more, I've learnt. And what I can tell you is Thunder Laser, although it's made in China, and basically most of the components are made in China, all of the equipment, all of Thunder Laser's equipment is in the top 1% of quality coming out of China. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got one. It is the best bang for your buck. It really, really is. Now, I'll tell you another thing that drove me to Thunder, and that is Thunder Laser, rather than make what they think you want, they took advice from Western engineers and Western marketing, and they all came together to produce equipment that is top spec for the Western market. And that's exactly what they've done. Not only that, they have a dealer in England, a couple of dealers in America, Germany, France, all over Europe actually, Australia. And you could pick the phone up and talk to a laser salesperson. You can even speak to an engineer if you want, that will talk to you in your language, because They are. They have Americans running the American dealership. They have English people running the English dealership. An Australian running the Australian dealership. And there's also an old saying, and that is, you get what you pay for. And it is absolutely true with lasers. In coming videos I will explain more about that and more about how sellers on eBay and Alibaba pushed their poorly made products to you guys. That'll be in the future. So thank you for joining me for this Thunder Laser, well, the finishing off of the connecting up and actually checking to see whether everything works okay. It does perfectly straight out of the box, as you would expect. And I hope you join me for the next video, where in the next video we're going to level the machine, because it needs to be perfectly level, okay, especially to operate at 1,000 millimeters a second. We'll also do some test cuts, and I'll show you the process of going through to get the best cut in different materials. So we'll start off with AdiWorks, and then we'll progress into Lightburn. So you have the best of both worlds. Please press like and subscribe, and if you really like what I'm doing, you may consider becoming a patron to the channel. So thank you for joining me, and it's bye for now.